The Wilder versus Fury, everyone is entitled to their own opinion when it comes to Paulie and everybody that's claiming that Wilder don't got no shot, this and that. But I remember when AJ was fighting, obviously, and he lost to somebody he wasn't supposed to lose to, they wrote him off. And now AJ, that same guy, called Deontay Wilder a word that start with a B and ends with an H, and not it ain't no bruh. It ain't bruh. You know what I mean? Even though Deontay Wilder said when my man lost, he said that he could be the next Muhammad Ali if he make a comeback, right? But now AJ, all of a sudden, he got a lot to say. You know what I mean? Since Fury did what he was supposed to do, and that's knock out Deontay Wilder. So before I get to that, let me answer my Akhi call. How you doing, Akhi? Who this is and where you calling from?
This is Jewels of Life.
Jewels of Life, man. So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about this, Deontay Wilder and the hate he been getting over the, over this Fury fight, because everybody keep talking about Deontay Wilder don't have no chance in the world. Pretty much what they said about every single fighter that took a L and proved him wrong. Now, I'm not saying that Wilder gonna knock out Fury 100% in a trilogy fight, but I'm saying, come on, man. This man was the most feared, the hardest puncher just a fight ago, and now all of a sudden everybody wrote him off, including AJ. You know what I'm saying? But of course, he was waiting on his downfall. So talk to me, Jules of Life. What you got to say to that?
Yeah, I was listening and I was waiting to comment on this, but the caller before, he didn't watch the fight, man. He didn't watch that Fury versus Wilder fight very good, because you go back and you look at Wilder double jabbing the whole night. That was one of the main things that he upgraded on. Another thing that he upgraded on, he went to the body. What Deontay Wilder did wrong in that fight is he was unprofessional, like how Roy Jones said. He was unprofessional. And Roy Jones has been hard on him.
Elaborate.
Unprofessional. He got that suit a day before he fought. A day before. And he didn't even put it on until he got into the locker room.
Right.
He admitted that out of his own mouth. That's unprofessional.
Yeah, that's so.
So then he put that on.
That. Yeah, appreciate it.
He put the suit on, and he said that he couldn't breathe, and his trainer was telling the story. And he was like, I told him you shouldn't even wear it. And he was like, no, I want to wear it because I want to support my people. But then that backfired on him, because our people, I know you're not black, Akhi, that's obvious, but our people, me and Deontay Wilder,
I got you.
They didn't appreciate that. But the point is that was a major issue, whether people want to realize it or not. I have to agree with what Roy Jones originally said. I didn't agree with what he said in his latest interview that he came out, as far as he wasn't himself and all that other stuff. I think that even though Deontay Wilder has confidence, I think his confidence is hit. But as far as the fight goes, I know for a fact that Deontay Wilder could come back from this. History repeats itself. You got to remember, what was it when he fought Mike Tyson fought Buster Douglas in the mid 90s? I want to say it was like 95, 96. I was a small kid when I seen that fight. But the point is that Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas, and people said, "Oh, well, yeah, he's not gonna lose, and he's gonna dominate him, and this and that." And then he lost to Buster Douglas, and then everybody after that was just trying to have a field day on Tyson. So I see the same thing that happened to Mike Tyson happening to Deontay Wilder. And as far as what the caller said before that about Floyd Mayweather, I don't want to see Floyd Mayweather training on Deontay Wilder. Floyd Mayweather sat there and spent his entire career, Deontay Wilder's entire career, hating on Deontay Wilder. Floyd Mayweather Sr. hating on Deontay Wilder, saying that he's not strong, he can't knock out nobody. And that's the same night that he fought.
You talking about Deontay? You talking about Floyd Mayweather Sr. or Jr.?
Senior.
Oh yeah,
Senior and Junior both hated on him, regardless. I've heard a lot of stuff. And on that same week, not only did Floyd Mayweather Sr. pull that stuff, Floyd Mayweather Jr. said, I'm coming back from boxing. If you go back to that week that he fought Ruiz Ortiz and you go look at the tabloids and stuff like that, everything that was coming out on YouTube, I've watched a couple of videos where he said, oh, I'm going to come back. I'm going to prove and see how much tickets you can really sell if I came back. And he's just basically pulling a publicity stunt to get attention. You know how Floyd is.
Yeah,
but the point is that I don't know, man. People they're tripping. What I'm looking at is I'm looking at it like this, man. If Deontay Wilder can learn how to throw combination punches because he got the power, but the problem with him is he don't know how to use the power in combination. Like he always tries to set up the right hand all of the time. And when you're in the boxing and you're in the sport of boxing, you gotta be polished, man. You gotta upgrade. You gotta advance. And the thing about him is he was too lenient on his talent. It kind of reminds me of like how Roy Jones was when he was boxing. When he was in his prime, he was fast, and he even said it out of his own mouth. I've been watching Roy Jones all today because he's just been popping up. But the point is, as he said, my speed is my best attribute. He said, if you can't hit me, and I can hit you, and he said, if you try to hit me, and then by the time you even move, I'm way across the way, and you can't even find me, you got to go get somebody to find me, then you're not going to win. So that was his whole thing. And then when he ran into a person like Antonio Tarver, a person that didn't care about how fast he is, how strong his knockout, all of that, he didn't care about none of that. He just walked up on him, and he just gave it to him.
Yeah,
but the point is...
So, hold on. Oh, yeah, okay, finish your point, because I got to reply to a lot of things you've been saying, but go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. I'm not trying to... I'm just trying to...
So I first want to touch on what you said about Floyd Mayweather Sr. Now, Mayweather Sr., I excuse him because obviously he's older. He's not as fast as he used to be, not with his hand speed. What I mean, like thinking wise, of course, he suffers the same thing Roger Mayweather used to suffer. So, so anything that Mayweather Senior say, I take it as a joke. It's funny. Obviously, he's a funny character and is a legendary character in the game. So like I said, Floyd Mayweather Senior just don't know no better. But Mayweather Jr. As far as him being a trainer, if he have an issue with Deontay Wilder, like if they have history and all that, I'm not informed on this, but if he does, then obviously that's a huge roadblock. And when it comes to the fight with Deontay Wilder, you talking about him throwing combination punching. See, a lot of fighters have certain attributes. Like, for example, Floyd Mayweather was never a combination puncher. Remember when they asked Floyd Mayweather after the Marquez fight, like, what's one thing you could improve on? Because he said, that's not my best performance. I could get better. So they were like, well, how can you get better? You know what I mean? So Mayweather was just like, I need to throw more combination. And Mayweather never was a combination puncher. Now, you look at another guy like Pacquiao, for example, or Roy Jones, that you just touched on, they natural combinations punchers. Like, they throw punches like it's like they drinking water. Like, they just put it together like puzzle. You know what I mean? Just like many more fighters like Sugar Ray Leonard. So every fighter has his attributes, so you have to work with your attributes. So if he try to learn how to throw combination punching all of a sudden, he's not going to be able to put together more than 2 to 3 punches. Ain't no way. It's too late for that. So he going to have to work with what he's have. And what he really need to work on is his balance. Stay on balance. Don't lunge. Don't make 5 steps. When you throw a right hand, you got to hide the right hand. So like you said, that was a great point you stated that, Deontay Wilder was throwing double jabs during the fight. But he had to adjust. He had to throw a jab to the body. Then after throwing a jab to the body and it landed, fake a jab to the body, then to throw a right hand up top. That's one of Floyd Mayweather's signature moves. So I feel like Floyd Mayweather, small things that he used to do, or he, like if Deontay Wilder could actually utilize that and remember that during the fight, like it'd be muscle memory and have a better defense slightly, he could knock out Tyson Fury with ease. You know why? Because he has that right hand. He has that power, that equalizer. So he don't have to be as good as you to beat you. Because all he has to be is perfect for 1 second or 2 seconds. And I don't know if you said this last show, but Deontay Wilder always said this, and I never picked up on it. Well, I did pick up on it, but I never realized that it was going to harm him in this way. He used to say, all I have to be is perfect for 2 seconds. You have to be perfect the whole night. That's the wrong mindset to have, because you want to be perfect the whole night. You have to starve for perfection. Because now what if you are on the receiving end of that punishment? You get what I'm saying? So I feel like Deontay Wilder took a lot of his talent for granted because he fell in love with his right hand. He in the same shoe that Prince Naseem Hamed was in, because Prince Naseem Hamed fell in love with his power. He stopped training like he used to be, and then it catched up on him because he started relying on his power till it caught on to him. Same thing for Deontay Wilder. And the last thing that I know you know this, Joe's a life, but I want to inform the public more so. Remember, Roy Jones, you talked about the Tarver fight. You have to realize that Roy Jones was no longer the same Roy Jones because he moved up to heavyweight, then moved down. So he gained a lot of weight, then lost it when he was already kind of over the hill, like he was older. And, he didn't have the same reflexes and all that. So when he did that put the icing on the cake. And Tarver was actually a former sparring partner. So like Roy said, he kind of used to getting that ass whooping almost. So when he fought him, he was used to the speed, he used to the power. And since Roy wasn't the best anymore, as far as he wasn't his best self anymore, Tarver had the edge. But I just wanted to say that, Jules of Life, yeah, it's your go ahead, lay your take.
I feel that. I feel what you're saying. I actually watch a lot of both of it. Antonio Tarver, people that don't give him credit for who he was as a fighter. A lot of people they basically gave him put him up as a black sheep is what I'm trying to say. It's funny that you said that because Ali had that same problem. That's what I was thinking about when you said that, because Ali he fell in love with his physical attributes and him being the fastest heavyweight of all time.
And his reflexes. Yeah. And then the issue with Ali, he was gifted, and he was so gifted. I believe he possibly one of the most gifted fighters. He taught himself. He never threw body shots like that, because why would you throw body shots if every jab you throw it lands, or if every right hand you throw it lands? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I said, some fighters are so gifted that they end up falling to that trap of letting talent beat talent when talent doesn't work as hard. But Mayweather didn't fall in that category because he realized what time it was.
Yeah, but this is one of the last things I have to say. That also reminds me of why he lost to Leon Spinks, because he lost to Leon Spinks because he thought too much of his skill and he underestimated Leon Spinks, and that's what ended up having him lose, even though he only had 7 or 8 fights. I forget the number exactly.
Yeah,
but
and Leo Spinks was good too. Yeah, Leo Spinks was good too. And like you said, he didn't train. A lot of another loss where Muhammad Ali broke his jaw was because Ali didn't really train for that fight. Like I said, he let hard work beat him at some points because, like I said, he didn't take advantage of his talent.
Yeah, this is the last thing I'm gonna say, man, because I know I've been off for a minute.
Yeah,
but, man,
hold on. The caller earlier, he said, Akhi, can you let him know that Roy Jones won the first fight against Tarver?
I know that.
I
know that. But
like
he
I said,
lost
I already let you know that earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, this is the last thing I'm gonna say, because I'm not gonna hold up the line. I want to hear the UK guy, because he was talking stuff about Glovegate in the comment section.
Oh,
if you go in the comment section, there was a person.
Hey, the decaf, call in. Hey, I got love for the UK, but I'm knocking out all type of decaf. So call in. We want all the smoke. So tell them enjoy the life for me. Tell them on the chat to call in. Peace.
I'm gonna do my thing. You understand? I ain't gonna let you talk. I did the talking tonight. Roy Jones, Pensacola, we talk tonight. The Gulf Coast, Mississippi, all that. We
so at the end of the day, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't listen to these decaf /O media dumb casual ass fans. that hate the truth. But you know what Akhi brings to the table. Split Decision episode 31, posted by Akhi, mixed, master, produced, engineered, and all the above, the past, present, and future of pound for pound. Akhi got all the straps. And all y'all decals won't do nothing about it. Don't even have the cojones to call in, but y'all got the cojones to talk in the comment section like the keyboard warriors y'all are. But at the end of the day,
you don't know shit about boxing.
You better not duck me, son.
T-Tone.
You better not duck me, son.
T-Tone.
They call me the problem. But you could call me the can man, because anybody
can get it.
Africans,
It
Americans,
don't matter who you are. You could be my Akhi too. You can get it. On some AB. Call me the can man. So, like I said time and time again, if you learn how to accept the truth, it will set you free. And when it comes to debating, if someone bring the truth to the table, the other side is nothing but a lie. So I'm down to hear y'all, thoughts. But if it's your opinion, it's literally just that. Akhi brings facts to the table. That's why I'm the undisputed, pound for pound, #1 when it comes to debating. You name it when it comes to boxing. So call in, tune in, click on the notification bell if you want to get notified every time I post to go live on Split Decision, where Akhi preaches the truth. And when you open the book of the truth, that's exactly what